And I think, across the world, we still see that same-sex activity is outlawed in 67 countries.
And we've seen over 100 anti-LGBTQ bills proposed already.
That if a parent doesn't affirm a minor child's choices, wants, actions, that by itself is abuse.
All this is about global idea, control, impose control. Now they are indoctrinating our children by force. They don't have a problem with same-sex marriage. They introduce that. Now that people with same-sex marriage, what are they doing now? They don't only want that. They want to teach our kids how our kids should be like them. Is it by force? How do you impose yourself on somebody else's kids? Now in Washington State, they made it a law. In Washington State, they can just take people's children and transition them without parental consent. That's what they want to do. They're doing in most of these United States. And this is dividing the country. Dollar is going down. And now they are traveling to African countries to go and divide Africa. It's crazy.
What I would say in relation to these steps is that, the democratic institutions, like the courts, countries where they function, are fundamentally important to actually bring about the change that we need to see, to deliver on structural long-term change. And I think, across the world, we still see that same-sex activity is outlawed in 67 countries. So that just indicates to us that, this is not a fight that is over. We still need to be, vigilant and continue to progress. One thing I want to talk about in terms of just the climate that we're in, there is progress. There is good news in this. However, we do need to be very careful that here we are at a point in time where, LGBT rights, marriage equality laws, all of these issues are actually becoming signs of modernity. They are becoming signs of, democracies and countries which respect rights for everyone. But we're seeing also that this has become a new battleground.
And I do think that corporates behind the scenes have been using that. And we've seen over 100 anti-LGBTQ bills proposed already in the United States. 100. Last year, there was more than 300 anti-LGBTQ bills. Most of them are targeting trans youth, which is a tactic.
I have raised this issue, and let me be clear about where we stand. First of all, for the American press who are here, you know that a great deal of work in my career has been to address human rights issues, equality issues across the board, including as it relates to the LGBT community. And I feel very strongly about the importance of supporting the freedom and supporting and fighting for equality among all people, and that all people be treated equally. I will also say that this is an issue that we consider, and I consider, to be a human rights issue, and that will not change. The President and I had a conversation on this very topic about the enduring and important direct relationship that the United States has with Ghana and with African nations.
The controversial bill of the day, and probably of the week, was Senate Bill 5599. Certainly from those concerned about parental rights and how this bill will undermine and destroy parental rights, was that the bill's concept that if a parent doesn't affirm a minor child's choices, wants, actions, that by itself is abuse. This is going to be a hot button issue for months and years to come.
All things are connected. What we do to the earth, we do to ourselves. We are but one strand in a very complex web of life.
This is the mistake of Western countries. They are the ones who are provoking, because they are really, the English word is insufferable. You can't put up with their nonsense because nobody is hunting them. But because they come and want to force us to say homosexuality, oh yeah, that's how you get now a backlash. They are the ones who are provoking all this. Our attitude on homosexuality is that these are deviants. They are deviants from the normal.
Ultimate goal must be defending our sovereignty as a country, ensuring that we are not taken captive by interests whose motivation is profit-making and nothing else.
Of the circumstances do not favor GMO Act to operate in Uganda, and I think we still need to stand by it and oppose it.
It's very crazy.